action. It's Tannehill. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So it winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Herbert on first down now. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Madison running left, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the Chargers punter now as he's on to kick it away. take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to get a first down on a punt. Which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Tannehill. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Owens. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd down and 5. To the air again, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ryan Tannehill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see.
What's the deal, y'all?
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near.
So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I'm well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. do the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter? And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 4 yards remain for second down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Santos. 22 yards there. A first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Big hole up the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Pollard. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tony Pollard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a give to Madison. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Dawson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On first down, it's Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On first down, Justin Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And now off to the races down the right side.
To the days of just getting a fumble recovery. Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. New York set to take the field, and they've got it first and goal at the 3. What a place to start. Now here's Pollard, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On second down, this is Madison. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going on the ground with Madison. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll run with Madison. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
On first down, Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Second down at 4.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On second down, it's Pollard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Steps away. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. His throw caught right around the 6. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The L.A. offense ready for this next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now it's Herbert. 7 yards there and a first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Herbert off of play action. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, Herbert. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One last throw here for Herbert. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter, Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jets, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.